Good afternoon, friends. Uh, Two things I want to emphasize today. One is based on, related to medicine, the present situation, the COVID. Second is on something which is happening in the country, which is proving to be an obstruction to the constructiveness which is being tried. Uh, I was speaking some time back about anti-vacciners, those who don't want to have vaccines. I think each one is entitled to his own opinion. Fine. Suppose I am against it. I feel that that will cause problems for me. Then it is my privilege and I've got the right to say that I don't want to take it. As of now, nobody is imposing and telling that everyone should be vaccinated. It's your choice. And it is very difficult. It would be thankfully. Sometimes I feel that anti-vacciners can be secluded so that others who need first is need. Elderly people with problems, comorbidities, they need to be vaccinated. Then the frontline workers, doctors, hospital staff, police people, sanitary workers, whatever, all these. Then only I feel that the politicians should be vaccinated. I'm sorry, not against this thing, but I feel that those in the front line should be given the first priority, not the other way around. And uh, it is so sad because I happen to hear, I don't know whether it's true or not, there's going to be a rally on against this vaccination. What nonsense! I really don't know, because if I don't want something, I say that okay, I don't need it, leave it. Why do I want to protest? Why do I want to prevent others who want to take that? Why do I want to confuse people? This is something affecting the lives which has killed millions of people. No one has got a right, without knowing anything, that to non-medical people talking things and telling you don't do this and holding your flag and then telling, protesting, telling against the vaccine. If you don't want, please don't take, but keep quiet. And I would suggest to the government strongly, take a list of all those who don't want the vaccine and silence them. When the protesters come, get their names, tell that you will not be vaccinated, carry on. There is a blessing in disguise, because huge country and it's going to take a long time. A lot of people have got to wait for a long time for the vaccination. It will help those people to get it earlier. So these people can be sidelined. They need not take. It is their privilege. And they are entitled to it. But they have got no right to say, go and stand and create, confusion and then disrupt public work, normal activity, try to confuse others' minds, like what is happening elsewhere in the next thing which I will speak. So the ideal thing would be for the government to take those who are all registered, tell that we don't want the vaccination. Fine, they are not going to be vaccinated. And if at all they say that after some time the vaccine is effective, we want, they will be the last of the last in the list. Whatever they try. Whatever they try. They will be in the last, going to the last in the queue. Oh no, now we accept, fine. You will be in the end, whatever it is. Even if we have health related issues, because we have created enough confusions. See, as a doctor I am telling, every drug has got a side effect. But still, why are you taking this? Even paracetamol has got a side effect. Why don't you protest against that? Why don't you protest telling that, please go through the net. And when you have a high fever or typhoid or whatever, heart disease, see the side effects, rare. The doctor knows how to give, what to give, if there are side effects, what to change, he knows. But then without knowing anything, why don't you protest against that also? Tell that no, none of these drugs should be given. Go, form a list and protest. No, all these medicines should be banned, should not be given. Why are you not doing that? Why are you doing this alone? Are you being instigated by someone? I strongly feel that. Because if I don't want to take, I'll keep quiet. I'll probably try to convince my family members and tell them. But if they want to take, as per their doctor's instructions, they will take. I've got no right to stop. So please understand this very, very well. You have no right to infringe upon the rights of other people and to confuse. I feel that this pandemic, because of people sitting alone and not doing anything, instead of trying to do something constructive, their mind as usual is a destructive thing. Because the mind is going to destroy human mankind some way or the other. Either it will be a nuclear bomb or whatever, fights against each other and this. And then another rumor telling that Bill Gates is involved with the Chinese and there is a connection. I found this thing on WhatsApp. A link has gone through Bill Gates, President Trump, Modi, here, there to the Chinese. That the vaccines are being through this and this. Why should Bill Gates give $50 billion to the Indian companies to manufacture? Is mad or what? It is common sense thinking. Don't play with the little common sense of ignorant people. That's what you people are doing. Stop. If you don't want, don't. But don't try to misguide others about something which you have no knowledge at all. Of course, I am going to take the vaccine. If I get a side effect, okay, it is this thing. See, the repercussions are mine. The decision is mine. And I have made a decision. And this thing are explained. When I am giving a medicine to a patient, I tell them, see, you might develop these side effects. If you develop the side effects, contact immediately. For injections, you can give a test dose. For tablets, you can't unless the patient says, I've got an allergy. So what do? The moment you get that, you intimate to them, stop, what to do? Do this. Please protest against that also. Tell, stop all allopathic medicines because there are side effects in all these medicines. Though very, very rare, 1 in 1 lakh. But please do protect. That is what this is about. I don't know what else to say in this regard. Stop, please. Don't play with the life of others. Already the virus has played enough. Politics has played enough. And as public, don't do it. If you don't want, don't take. Please, I'm requesting you all. One thing. Second thing is, now the farmers' agitation. This is off medicine. But still, I'm looking at the country's progress. I feel that our country is much, much richer than any country in the world. The riches are concentrated amongst the rich. That is the problem. The rich become richer, the poor become poorer. And of late, last 2 decades, the poor are coming into the middle class. Allow them. How much do you want? Where is the end? This is an obsession, wanting more and more and more and more. It is an addictive disease, wanting to hoard money. How much do you need? For how many generations do you need? Live in the present. Take care of yourself, your immediate family, then the next generation. Then try and do some service to the country. Try and help others who don't have in some way or the other. See, I'll tell you one thing. The basic human nature, when they tell something, is that one has always got to think when somebody is conveying something out of context or unrelated of things which they don't know of. When you look at the face, you will know whether there is concern or not. One has always got to think, why is this fellow doing this? What benefit is he getting out of it? We don't do that. Every human being is selfish. There are very few selfless people. If you do a favor, they are doing with the intention of thinking that somewhere, sometime, I can get some benefit out of it. Only the conscience knows. Today, when I am helping some patients, I realize, am I doing this with the intention of getting something back from them? I realize no. Because giving to someone who doesn't have and who needs, and I am not suffering because of doing that, giving some samples or whatever, gives a satisfaction which cannot be explained, can only be experienced. There is a joy in giving. Try doing that. All you rich people, try doing that. Then you will feel there is no need for external validation. It is the internal conscience which has got to, justify your thoughts feelings, and finally the actions. If you stop for a minute, very difficult. Listen to the conscience in any situation. The conscience is God. They say in Tamil, Kada Ul. Kada Ul means Kada Ul. Ul. It is inside the conscience. We never listen. We listen to the brain. Brain is the ego. Instant action. Impulsive action. I mean, guided, misguided, or misguided by someone. Whether being guided properly or misguided, each one has to realize. Then going to the farmers' agitation. What is wrong? I've gone through that, discussed with many people, especially my brother-in-law, who is a very clear person, and my sisters. And they are all people really concerned about the country themselves, about others. And when I find that this farmers' law has been brought in so that it helps the poor farmer. It is like direct from those thing at the lowest rate, direct to the farmers. Middlemen are being excluded. And the middlemen, of course, are people who make money out of others, living on other people's money, OPM. This includes a lot of politicians who survive this way. And I feel that the trigger is these people, because they are being deprived of the money which they have been gaining, taking away from other people without their knowledge, projecting differently as if they are helping. It is like probably when you get in Amazon, you get a lower rate. I feel that is something parallel to that which is being done. Direct from the producer to you. It comes at the lowest rate. Then why do you want to go and protest? Who is instigating you? And 1.5 months, the farmers who say that they are very poor, how are they able to sit at Delhi without doing their work and continue their livelihood? I will not be able to do that as a doctor. I am not rich. I have got sufficient for my living. But if somebody tells me go and sit in Delhi and protest for a month, I won't have money to run my family. What will I do? Where is this money coming from for all these people? I feel that it's politically instigated. Follow your intuitions, follow your conscience. Ask yourself why the person telling you to do this is telling. What way is he getting benefited? And go deeply and find out why is this done and am I being really benefited in the end? Don't look at the middle thing which somebody else confuses you. The conscience will say and the common sense will direct you. Please don't let yourself get misguided. Please, I'm telling this because so much of suffering, people taking advantage of the poor and then throwing them off for their gains. Look at every action, there is an intention behind that. When somebody guides you to do something, please, please, please look at the intention of that person. His face will not show. They are beautiful manipulators. They are beautiful hypocrites and magicians in a way, I can say, because they are mesmerizing people to do all that. Look into depth. And if you still feel that you have got a problem, give it as a petition. Don't create trouble. Because I feel that our country is going to be one of the, go beyond US or whatever you call. There is always a Chinese dimension in everything I see now. That has got to be clear. There is always dimensions of other countries projecting who don't want India to grow. And I'm not telling that people who are instigating are involved or in coalescence with these countries. I am telling that they are making use of this situation, making use of the public, and eventually, when we realize we would have lost everything. This is very, very important. I feel that what I am telling is right. Like Kapil Dev's book, Straight from the Heart. When you talk without a paper or something, it comes straight from the heart. Why should I be talking all this? I am a doctor. I feel pain to see when somebody is trying to help the country to grow, become better. Try to understand deeply why, what. Is this person trying to make money for himself? No. What does he stand to gain? What do others stand to gain who try to dissuade you? I have to get into certain people, but this is not politics which I am bothered about. I care two hoots. It is about people misguiding people for their own gains. Don't allow that, please. I don't know whether you understand this language or whether you give importance to what I am telling, but I feel this is very, very important. For the country's growth, every person has got to contribute his bit. And so many people have got to keep quiet because if they try to contribute, they will cause destruction. Don't allow them to do that, through you at least. Have a nice day.